Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do EP on Square-1 with limited algorithms. So before I get into the video, I'd just like to say if you haven't already seen my 8-handy EP algorithms for beginners, I'd really recommend watching that. There's only 8 of them, they're all really easy algorithms, none of them are parity, and they'll be the only algorithms I'll be using in this video, excluding adjacent parity. Let's get into the video. Alright, so the first case I'd like to go over is one of these cases here, where you've got a U-perm on the top and a U-perm on the bottom. How I'd do this, other than just learning the algorithm, which is actually really easy, is rather than doing a U-perm on the top and then flipping the equator thing and then doing a U-perm again, I would do the opposite algorithm that goes like that. U2, and then you get yourself adjacent, which you should already know from now. Just line it up there and then do this algorithm here. And then it's solved there. Oh, and make sure you do not do it in a different order. So if I quickly just get the case here. So if you've got the case here, make sure you don't do adjacent first, like that, because then you're going to have to figure out how to line it up, because then you could get a weird algorithm case like this. So the next case is when you've got a Z-perm on the top and an H-perm on the bottom. What you want to do is hold it anywhere, because it doesn't matter how it's lined up, it just affects the case you get next. So if it's up here or here, it doesn't really matter. What you want to do is the opposite alg, so that's this algorithm here, just swapping those two and those two. So do that, so it goes like that, which you should already know. And what you'll do is you'll get yourself this case here, which is shown in my EP algs video, and then you can just do the algorithm like that. If you had lined the Z-perm up like this, all that would have happened was doing the algorithm. You would have just got the opposite case. So if you refer this one, just remember to line up the Z-perm like that. And if you didn't realise, if you've got the H-perm on the top and the Z-perm on the bottom, just do the same thing. The alg here, you'll just get the case on the bottom this time, and then you can just do the alg on the bottom. The next case is this case here, when you've got adjacent on the bottom and a U-perm on the top. What you want to do is line it up, assuming you don't know the algorithm, what you want to do is line it up with the adjacent at the back here, like I have here, and what you want to do is look at the U-perm you've got here. So if it's a U-perm where the piece is going here, then this is good, because what's going to happen is you're going to do the adjacent swap, which is this algorithm here. So it's going to swap those two, and it will leave you with parity here. If you don't have this case, what you're going to have to do is line it up here, so that swaps those two, and you'll have parity back here. I'll do a demonstration of what you should do. So line it up here, and do the algorithm, adjacent swap, and then you'll have parity here, and just do parity. Here I've got the case if you've got the other U-perm here. So same as lining this up, except if you line it up like this, you know that this piece is going to swap here, leaving you with the opposite case here, opposite parity, which is awful, even if you know the algorithm. And so what you want to do is line it up like this here, so when you do the algorithm it swaps those two and those two, leaving you with parity back here, and do the algorithm like this. And then you've got parity here, and you can just do that. Here I have a Z-perm on the top and a U-perm on the bottom. This is a very easy case. Rather than doing just a Z-perm on the top and then a U-perm on the bottom, you can just use the adjacent algorithm twice, and in case you can't remember. And so how you want to line it up is that you've got the Z-perm with the two swapping pieces back here, like you would in an algorithm. So you'll have two here, like we did in the last one, that will swap like this, so you'll end up with this piece swapped here, and so you'll have adjacent here. So you do this, do the algorithm here, and then you'll just have adjacent, and you can just do that. And if you've got the other U-perm on the bottom, it's just the same deal as before. line it up so that these two are swapping instead of those two here, so that you don't end up with opposite. Line it up with those two swapping, do the algorithm, and then you'll line up with opposite back here, opposite here. Just line that up there, so you've got those two there, and do the algorithm. For the next case, I've just got an HPerm on both layers. You can either choose to do this algorithm, which is incredibly easy, or I'd recommend, rather than doing an HPerm on the top or an HPerm on the bottom, do the opposite case. So you're just swapping those two, and then do that and do this case here. But I'm actually just going to show you the algorithm. So I'll quickly get the case again. If you know this CP case, then it will be really easy to learn, because this CP case is honestly just slash 3 negative 3 slash negative 3 3 slash, and all it is slash 3 negative 3 slash negative 3 3 slash 1 negative 1 slash 3 negative 3 slash negative 3 3 slash. It's really easy and it's really quick as well. I'm not the best at it, but yeah, it's really easy. And also this algorithm can be used for when you've got cases like this, we've got no bars all the way around, and you've just got pieces, but it's not an HPerm on the top or on the bottom. You can still use the HPerm algorithm, so what I'd do is I'd do the HPerm algorithm, which I showed you just before, and then here we've got adjacent. So those are all the cases I've got. My number one tip is to experiment around and try and get used to going straight into doing the next algorithm from algorithm to algorithm. If you've got cases where you're having to use 3 algorithms and you can't figure out how to get yourself down to 2 algorithms, I'd recommend just trying to learn a new alg and eventually just try and learn lots of algs, because really the truth is the more algs you know, the easier EP will be for you. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.